Welcome to another episode of Refuse to Lose. I'm your host, Adele Harris. This is episode number 8. Number 8, we're building and building one brick at a time. Remember, that's how our dreams are achieved. It doesn't happen overnight. That's just a side note there, but it's one brick at a time. It's one day at a time. It's one good decision at a time. It's never the end goal happening tomorrow. It just doesn't happen that way. So stay encouraged if you're chasing your dreams. One of the things I wanted to mention tonight, this was really on my mind. When you have something you want to do and you share that information with someone else and they give you like a subtle look, like, or they kind of give you this, or they question what you know about X, Y, and Z. Like I'm like I share somebody, you know what, I'm gonna resign, I'm gonna quit my job, and I'm gonna start this business. I want to be a public speaker, a full-time public speaker, and I want to be a personal development coach. I want to have this apparel brand that sells this inspirational content for people to wear clothing that's a statement and intentional, and it represents like what they're about. That's what I want to wear. And I want to do so many things. I want to build on it, and I want a leadership academy under the Refuse to Lose name, and I want to write books, and I'm saying all this stuff, and I'm excited, but I'm also, a little like, man, I just quit my job. I just left something that was a safety net for me. Leaving basketball and leaving coaching, this is just real talk with the camera right now with the Refuse to Lose Nation. It's a test. I could have stayed in that lane for a long time. I could have stayed in that lane till it's time to, retire. I don't know, 50, 60, and done it. And gotten paid a really good salary and gotten my benefits and had security. But I also wouldn't have been able to start Refuse to Lose. And I think this is the most meaningful work I've ever done. I think this is the most excited I've ever been in my life. This is the best work I've done because this is accumulation of who I am up to this point, and this is my heart's desire. So I communicate this idea to a few people that I really look up to and trust, not gonna lie. And, I get the, who do you know in that world? Okay, so why would I pay you to come talk to me? Or how are you going to, and so what I would say to you, because all it takes is one of those little looks to get you back on the old thing you were doing, and that dream just kind of fades off into the sky. It becomes something you shared, and then it's like somebody gives you that and you're like, okay, yeah, you're right, let me get back on what's comfortable. But just because it makes them uncomfortable does not mean it has to make you uncomfortable, right? It doesn't mean that you got to change your mind just because it makes them uncomfortable. Like, fine, be uncomfortable. I'm glad my dreams make you uncomfortable. Like, shit, they make me feel a little uncomfortable too. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, how are we gonna get this done? Like, you should feel that way though. You should feel like you're growing and you're being stretched and you're being pulled to become something greater, to live in full expansion of yourself. And everybody who's had massive success that I've looked up to, that I've studied their stories, they've taken that next step, that jump. They've climbed a mountain, they've plateaued, and then they say, all right, let's start another journey. Let's start a new journey. This is my new journey. This is my second life. This is my new life. I think you should have a new life every now and then. Like, you should be evolving to become something totally new. Your day-to-day activities need to transition and become something new in order to force you to grow and come out of your comfort zone. So I would just tell you, be encouraged. Watch for those looks and those, I don't think they mean to hurt your feelings, but I do know that internally it makes you question, are you making the right decisions? Trust your gut, trust your heart. Because when it's all said and done, that person who gave you that look, or, like, what? You know, they're not going to be around when you're on your deathbed like, I never even tried to do that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Chances are they won't. And so you're giving them a whole lot of power. You're giving that facial expression. You're giving that energy a whole lot of power. Don't let that energy in. You stay strong. You stay committed. You stay focused. What you're capable of doing, no one knows. By following just one dream and taking that one step, you don't know what doors are going to open for you that's going to make more sense. It's going to make it make more sense. Like, oh, my idea was to do this, but then that happened. Wow. Nobody can say that for you. So this is just real talk. Refuse to Lose, episode number 8. Simply just saying, follow those dreams. Turn those visions, that imagination, turn it into reality. That is your responsibility. You got to do it. You have to. You have to. Don't worry about other stuff. You have to jump. You have to do it. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and don't care about anybody else. I know you need validation. I know you need confirmation sometime, a pat on the back. I'm patting you on the back. Let's go. I will validate you. I will confirm your dreams. Let's go. If it's something that keeps you up at night and between you and you, like this is those things nobody else knows. I try to get people to understand, like, you don't even know what's going on in my head, in my heart. Like I see something so much greater. I feel it like in my gut. And I gotta turn those feelings into something else. I gotta turn it into reality. So I support you. Keep going. Keep believing in yourself. Don't let those little funny get to you. Keep moving. Let's go. Refuse to Lose. I'm Adele Harris. Episode number 8.